What's up, dog?
What's up?
Episode 3. We in this thing.
What's up, blood?
What you mean?
Looking real red over here. Looking like a cherry tomato.
That's rude.
Looking like a fire hydrant.
You're welcome. I wore this so you can.
You're looking like
me.
a Pringle can. What else?
Keep it going.
Damn.
That's all you got, bro?
Looking like a red crayon.
Red crayon.
You're looking like a fat ladybug. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
That was weak, bro.
What
Let me
else?
see that pinky ring. Every time I come around, you say it bling bling.
Got it for like
Pinky ring, run around, fit it bling bling.
$5,000.
You don't like my outfit, bro?
Yeah, it's pretty red, pretty bright. You all right though?
Call me Suge White.
Oh yeah, Suge Knight, blood.
I've been wearing too much blue. I don't want people to think I'm affiliated.
Yeah, we're not.
I want them to keep them guessing.
Yeah, we're not Crips over here or Bloods.
Yeah, I'm white.
We're
Can't
just,
be. I don't think I'm allowed to do that.
Yeah,
So.
we're just human beings.
So, how was your week, man?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Was
it wasn't that busy this week.
Yeah.
How was yours?
It was good until this morning when we played basketball. You almost blew your knee out.
Oh yeah, I almost died today, but I was all right. It was more like a punch, you know, like I hyperextended it.
Yeah.
And at first it hurt really bad, but got over it quick.
I thought it was dope that we have like a 69-year-old dude, Click. Shout out to Click.
Yep.
Came over there, prayed over you, and then we had VJ firefighter, go get you a bag of ice. It's like we had God covering you and ice covering you.
Yeah. Like I said in the beginning, it hurt, but it went away. I mean, I had to sit out like 3 games, but
My
I'm
bad.
okay.
I didn't mean to dunk on you, bro.
He didn't dunk on me, guys, at all.
Okay, you know what happened.
Everybody that plays with us, let them know.
I'm blocking them. They can't
Whatever,
comment.
man.
They're not allowed to comment.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm all right. My knee. I mean, I've always had I think I hyperextended this one honestly in high school. That was like 15 years ago, something like that. But I was worried about it, but it's fine. It doesn't feel crazy at all. I feel fine.
So that was the highlight of your week, almost blowing your knee out.
Yeah, almost dying today. Yeah.
You made it through. I think my highlight of the week was tonight. My wife got to go rehearse for the worship team on Sunday, and she haven't done it in a few months. So, like seeing her be excited to worship, and then they changed up like the format of the rehearsal. She said they got to like do a little devotional. It was cool. It was cool to see her happy, and then she's gonna let me try to make another baby. So,
All right.
what?
TTYL.
I'm married, bro. What you mean?
That's fine.
God said be fruitful and multiply.
Yeah, I know, but
I gotta try to have one more. I'm about to be 40 in a year, bro.
I think you're too old to have babies.
Bro,
What y'all think?
What are you talking about? Abram was like 75.
I know.
But
you're not Abram.
I'm only 39, bro. I'll be all right.
Yeah.
Bro, my grandpa was like 40-something when he had my dad.
I mean, men can have babies till we're 100 if we're still alive and if it still works. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But women, they got a limited amount of time. So I mean, you do have to act fast because Amy's running out of eggs.
Nah, she be all right.
I'm just saying.
It's crazy.
You're gonna run out of eggs.
My grandma and grandpa, like, it's crazy how weak we are compared to like our moms or our grandparents. Like, my grandma had tuberculosis, got 2/3 of one of her lungs cut out. She had double mastectomy, breast cancer.
Yeah.
Had 2 kids and then lived to like 96. It's insane, bro. Warrior. And I'm over here complaining.
And these girls complain about everything, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. She was I feel like what kept her alive is she would write down literally everything she ate every day, and she wasn't fat. So those 2 things, bro.
Yeah, that's good. Good diet always helps.
Yeah.
But I want to comment on my elbows this time. I put some lotion on there because my sister said my elbows
I want to
look
comment
ashy.
on this shirt. What is this, burlap sack?
This is like a carpet, but my sister
like
my sister said that my elbows looked ashy, but they weren't because I put lotion on before. It's just I don't know why I have this black on my elbow. It's always been there. I'm not dirty. It's just
It's probably because you sleep like this.
I don't know. It's
You
probably
don't
because
mess up your
you know
head.
it's probably because I'm working out, doing burpees and stuff, in the
You ain't
garage.
do no burpees,
Yes,
bro.
I do, man. Like Kendrick.
Nah, you're more like Gervonta Davis.
No, I'm not a fruitcake.
All right, we got some questions. We had a few people comment what they wanted us to talk about, so I think we should start off with you.
Wait, man.
What?
Gen Z, stop slapping your hips, all right?
Yeah.
Please.
Pause. Please.
That's it.
You're making us look bad out here.
No, they're making themselves look bad, not us. Stop slapping your hips. Anyways, go ahead. What?
Gen Z, what gen are we?
I think we're millennials. I was born in 89, so I think millennials.
84.
Yeah, we're millennials.
All right, so people want to hear like the come up story. How did you come up as a barber?
Is that really a question that was on there?
Yeah.
Or are you just making that up?
No, that was one of the questions. They want to hear our come up story, so you go first.
Like in our profession,
yeah,
as a barber.
Yeah.
Man, it's a long story.
Well, we got time today.
Okay, so I started cutting hair in 2004, 2004. I was like a freshman. I was a freshman in high school. I was cutting everybody up at school. Kind of got my name through there, and I don't know. I just kept with it, all through high school. I was the guy, If you didn't get cut by me, what were you doing?
You're a loser.
Like, what were you doing? So everybody's coming to me. What else? That's where I started, 2004. I know I look young, but you know what I'm saying? I'm old. And then I was at the house forever, but I had to leave because I couldn't have 1,000 people come to the house, where my family was. And it was getting kind of ghetto, too many cars outside my house and stuff like that. So in 2010, I went to Nevada Barber College, which is like which was the first barber school out here, and it was open 2 years by then. I think it opened in 2008, which I was gonna go in 2008.
Right.
But
would your mom tell you to be a doctor?
Yeah, my mom kind of influenced me, which she didn't really, but kind of. So I did go to college for a little bit. I went to CSN for like those 2 years, 2008, 2009, and then 2010 I dropped out. I was like, no, bro, because I was cutting hair all the time. And I was like, I'm making money.
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing? Like, going to college, and I didn't have an interest in it at all. Like, I was like going for business. Everybody goes to college for business,
Yeah.
Like, it's the most pointless degree ever. Sorry if you have that degree.
I think my degree was more pointless.
Which one was that?
History.
History.
U.S. history.
Yeah, but so I dropped out of CSN in 2000, probably early 2010, and as soon as I did that, I instantly went to the barber college, got info, and I went there, got admitted pretty quick.
How'd you pay for it?
I think tuition back then was like $8,500. I don't know what it is now, but I think it's
like
way more.
15,000 now.
Yeah, it was $85 for the whole 9 months. You have to do 9 months out here in Nevada. I think it's 15
in Nevada.
All right,
Wake up, fool.
1,500 hours. I'm telling
listening.
you my story, man. It was 1,500 hours, 9 months, $8,500, and I paid for it cutting hair.
That's crazy.
I would, and it's full time, if you want to really finish in 9 months. So yeah. I would cut hair after school. So I would go from I think it was 8 a.m. to 6, right. And then I would get home and cut hair all the way to 10. So I was cutting hair all day, every day, while I was at barber school. And then I think I graduated in 2011. I think it was 11. Yeah. 11 I graduated, and luckily the test, they do back then they were doing the test 4 times a year.
Yeah.
And I just so happened to graduate, and then I got the cutoff date to take the test as soon as possible. So everything happened pretty quick. Graduated, took the test, and then I was already in the shop. And my first shop was Iced Out barbershop.
Right.
On MLK. And that was kind of short-lived. I was only there for 2 months, 3 months. It was just kind of far. So one of my other friends, he was also a barber, hit me up and was like, hey, my boy's opening up a shop over here down in front of UNLV. So I was like, all right, let me check it out. Went out there. They were still building it, and the owner, Twix, gave me an opportunity to save, he saved the chair for me. He's like, if you want to come, we save a chair for you. And saved the chair, and I went there. So from 2011 to 2000. Now I'm telling you about my barber history, but that's how I came
Fine.
up. But
Our kids are gonna watch it someday and be like, "Dang, that's crazy."
yeah, 2011 to 2015 or 14, I was there, and then ever since then I've been in my own like studio.
Right.
You know.
I feel like you were one of the first people to do that too.
Yeah. Me
First
and
barbers.
my boy Mar, he was one of
Yep.
the first ones. Him and me were the ones that were really just by ourselves. And you back then, you had to have like a good clientele
Yeah.
to do that, because there was like no walking
Yeah.
foot traffic at all. But yeah, that's basically it. And then now I was there, and then just teamed up with you, and me and you've been together since what?
17, 16.
But not in a like
relationship.
not
Is
in
that
a
what you're about
not
to
in a
say?
gay relationship, like a friendship relationship.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, ever since then. So yeah, I've been cutting hair since '04 to right now. It's almost been 20 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm only 21 years old. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's pretty much it. Or did I miss anything? What else?
Well, yeah. Like, how did you get to cut all these NBA players that you cut? I don't even think a lot of people know the type of people that you cut. Besides regular people that are like great human beings. I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
how did you get to cut LeBron James or Kyrie or Kevin Durant or anybody like that? Like, how did that happen? PJ Washington.
Well, the way it happened was being in the shop nonstop, because I had to work hard and somebody noticed, right?
Yeah.
Like, you never know as a barber. I think you should treat it very seriously, because that's your profession, and if you're serious about it, treat it like as such. Treat it what is the word I'm trying to say? Treat it professional, because you never know who might sit in your chair, right?
Yeah.
And that's what happened to me, right? Like, I was cutting day in, day out while other barbers were sleeping, not to sound like, cliche or whatever, but they were sleeping and I was up.
Eating.
Yeah, I was eating. And I just met the right people at the right time.
Yeah.
And that's how long story short, that's how I got to meet and cut all these guys, It's that simple. I just happened to meet. But also, I gave a very good product, right? Because if you're not giving a good product, nobody's going to recommend you.
Yeah.
Right? So that person that sat in my chair, passed the word down. And that's just how it happened, I mean, it's that simple.
Yeah, you put in the work.
Yeah, I put in the work, and the blessings came,
Yeah.
Like, it's that easy. Like, all you have to do is take your job seriously, and the blessings will come to you.
It's crazy now that you have that verse I was talking about with you today, where it's like you and that my boy Josh that we were talking about, you guys didn't like come to Jesus till he's 38, you're 33.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you guys didn't come till later in life, but you guys were always doing the right things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you weren't just like me, like a loser, like POS, but believed in Jesus. Like, you didn't believe in Jesus yet, but you were doing the right things. So it's like an example. Like, you don't have to be perfect, and you don't have to be like a super sinner, like, to become to Jesus. Anybody can come to Jesus.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Facts. And yeah, that's where I'm at now.
Who out of all the NBA players, are just like, besides like the average everyday dude that you cut, was your favorite one to cut? Or what haircut was your favorite one?
Like, on an NBA player?
Yeah.
I don't know. My boy PJ has some dope hair, to cut. I like his hair. He gets like a high bald taper. Who else is dope? Oh, Tristan Thompson. He gets that low drop fade with the waves, with the beard. That one's fire. That's about it.
Were you ever nervous at all cutting them?
I'll tell you the truth, no. I don't. Maybe some people might not believe me, but yeah, I wasn't nervous, because I was there to do a job,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, I found it dope. Like, I wasn't so starstruck because I've been cutting. I was before them. I was cutting celebrities already before I even had my license in barber school, right? Because once again, the people I
Word
knew.
of mouth, yeah.
Yeah, and my first official celebrity was Omarion. I cut him up. He was cool dude. He the day I cut his hair, I got out I think, where was I at? I don't know where I was at, but I was driving and he texted me and he's like, "Can you buy me some clippers?" So I bought him some trimmers. I mean, of course he gave me the money back, but that was a funny story. Like he hit me up to buy him some trimmers so while he's on the road, he could, you know, trim himself up. So I bought him some clippers at Sally's, met him, cut his hair, gave him the clippers. But yeah, that was my first official, and
that was a pretty cool story.
And I think I was like 17 or 18.
I feel
like young in my.
I feel like this, like in Psalm 139, it says God wrote like down the story He has for you when you're in your mother's womb. Like He knew you. Like this is part of your story for sure, bro. You're walking in like your purpose 100%. Like
yeah.
And then I think your ability to take like that work ethic and put it into this whole production we have here. Like I don't know if you guys noticed, but we got our new sign. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's fire.
Perfection podcast.
Yeah, keep doing that.
I'm never gonna stop.
It looks amazing. I mean, it sounds amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, the way you could design stuff, just like it's insane the skill level you have at anything that you really put your mind to.
Well, yeah, I mean, if I like it, I'm gonna do it. And I've always been artistic, you know. Like I used to draw before I cut hair, so I think that transitioned very easily for me to be good at cutting hair. Because, you know, it's just like shading. And then I learned by myself because back then there was no YouTube, no Instagram. Nobody's teaching you anything, you know. Like I learned by myself, just like common sense, you know. Like the one guard is shorter than the two and then the two. So, you know, and I would also go to a barber shop and kind of look at how the barbers were kind of doing it. I mean, I couldn't really see anything. Yeah. It was hard, but it gave me a sense of like how it should be done. So I just took that and then just common sense and applied it, and I never got ahead of myself when I would cut hair, you know. Like it's cool that kids can like go straight into a bald fade or bald taper fade right now because there's like tutorials on YouTube and like Instagram and stuff, but I just, you know, I started with like an all even. That's it. All even, and then line up the back. That was it. Then I like graduated to like doing little tapers on the back. So I just went slow. So I've never messed anybody up, you know.
Besides me one time.
Oh my god, no I haven't. But anyways, I just took it slow, and you know, I was pretty good at it from the beginning, and like I said, that's why everybody was coming to me when I was in high school, and yeah, this was before social media, you know. It was just word of mouth at school. I was doing designs and all that crazy stuff, so it was pretty dope.
Fire. I started cutting hair probably about 12. My sister, she went to hair school and she cut my hair for the first time, gave me my first fade, and I just took her clipper, started lining myself, giving myself like the little ice pick sideburns.
Yeah, those were horrible.
Back then it was cool.
Yeah, no.
Early 2000s.
Don't do ice picks anymore, guys.
96.
Don't do it anymore.
Yeah. Some people look cool.
Nah.
What's his name?
Who is ice picks?
T. Craig.
No, he doesn't get them.
Every once in a while.
Nah, I probably 3 haircuts ago, I told him to cut them off, and he's like, "All right," so I cut them off for him.
But yeah, so I'll take my sister's stuff, but even before then, I would always I loved barbershop stuff, so I would draw like what I wanted my barbershop to look like when I grew up. I wanted a basketball court in it, and like
what?
Basketball court in it. Dang it! I thought I was gonna make it through the whole episode without you clowning me. I'm gonna get you back though.
All right, go ahead, man.
But yeah, so it's weird. It was always like a part of me. My dad went to hair school. My sister cut hair, and then, so I would just cut myself. And when I came to school here, when I played football at UNLV, I would cut like my teammates' hair in the bathroom. No cape, just scarring their neck, like have no clue, pushing way too hard.
Yeah, I used to push way too hard.
Yeah. But then I stopped. I would just like before I got cut by you, I always would go home after I went to the barber and fix my haircut, like, cause they always would mess something up.
Yeah.
And then when I met you, it was like the first time I'd never had to do that anymore, which is crazy if you think about that. Like, that means you're the best barber in the universe, bro. Anyways, so yeah, you started cutting my hair. I cut my son for the first time with the barber school. Barber school was really hard for me because I was working at the strip club, so I'd work from like 10 to 6 in the morning or 11 to 7, and then I had to be at school at 8 o'clock in the morning, and you have to do school 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
And I got lucky. The instructor, the owner of the school I went to, like, looked out for me, and you're supposed to finish in 9 months. But it took me a year. I went over because I missed school. I'd be too tired getting off work.
Yeah.
And I had to go in front of the barber board, and it was like kind of like my career was in the balance. Like, it was up to them if I was gonna have to do another 9 months or another year, but they let me have more time to finish.
Yeah.
So I finished school, and then I was still working at the club, and I went to work at this shop, like, kind of on the east side, which is more Hispanic, and it was 13 barbers.
More of my kind.
Yeah.
What's up, dog?
Simón ese.
What's up, fool?
La primera lives.
What's up, dog? You want a cerveza, dog?
Yes or no, or what's up, or
yeah or no, or what's up, or yeah. That's what Mexicans be doing.
But yeah, I love that shop. Like, I didn't really like cutting next to that many barbers, but I like.
Yeah, it's too much.
I love the experience it gave me. You know, we had like a mariachi band every Friday.
Oh man.
But it was cool. Oh, there's one Asian dude, Royce, who's fire cutting hair, and then 11 other Hispanic dudes. But I worked there, and then I found a spot downtown, just like riding my bicycle around like Debo, looking around. And then yeah, you had some stuff you was going through.
Come on, man. We're done. Nope. Yeah, I transitioned to.
So it all worked out perfectly.
Yep.
You came to that shop. We set up 2 chairs, which is how I prefer. You know what I mean? Like, I prefer just me and you. I don't want to be around 13 barbers cutting hair.
Yeah, no.
Too much.
I didn't even want to be around you, honestly.
Yeah, I know.
But I had to.
You're stuck now
because of the situation.
You're stuck now for life.
Nah, I mean, I could leave like tomorrow. If
I'll follow you wherever you go.
I mean, I won't let you in.
That's fine. I'm bigger than you.
You're not gonna do nothing.
I'll come
call the police.
That's fine. I'm white. They won't arrest me, bro.
A white privilege.
We're gonna get canceled.
We're not getting canceled, bro. Nobody's watching this.
Except for your mom and my wife.
Yeah, they're laughing right now.
But yeah, and then when I left the club, I went to Corey's shop, cut my butt off, like you, basically what you did, but for a shorter amount of time, and then came back. But yeah, I never cut no celebrities or anything like that until like this year. I started getting better and just more different types of people. I got to cut. So yeah, I was nervous the first time I cut like a quote unquote celebrity, and I was like,
who was that?
Flex. It was like 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning.
Who's Flex?
He won Mr. Olympia 7 times in a row.
Oh, okay.
So I was scared, like.
I knew that. I was just.
Okay.
I wanted you to tell everybody.
I knew that. But yeah, I wasn't scared. I was just nervous because you don't, like, you mess somebody up like that, and then they go on.
They're gonna beat you up because they have more muscles than you.
Nah.
He'll deadlift you.
Yeah, he'll pick me up over his head and
he'll lift you and dead you.
Yeah.
He'll deadlift you.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. Off the top.
But yeah, people who are. But then you really think about it, like, everybody's in the public eye. Like, if I cut somebody that works at Chick-fil-A and mess them up.
Look, man, what I got to say is, if you're a barber, like, treat everybody the same.
Yep. Fact.
Because at the end of the day, these, like, cutting celebrities and all that ain't all that, man. Because the people that are in your chair every day, weekly, that live in town, that appreciate you, those are the ones that are supporting you. Facts. And giving you, that money for you to pay your bills and all that. That's how I live, man. Like, it's cool cutting all these NBA guys and these celebrities and stuff, but I don't. It's not all that because you only see them like once a year. Yeah. So I treat everybody the same, Like, it doesn't matter, and all my clients will tell you, like I'm not big headed when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't think anybody else should be like that either. But I see it. You know, you see it on Instagram where these guys get so.
The Bible says the meek shall inherit the earth, and I don't think it's like the weak or whatever that the Greek word for that is praeus. It means a war horse who's trained to run headfirst into battle and remain calm. And that's kind of how you are. You trained yourself just by repetition over and over to be able to run and cut anybody, any circumstance, and act and be calm.
Yeah.
And like for me, working in the club, I was around, I don't know, Puff Daddy, like Mark Cuban, all these dudes. I wasn't nervous around them. They bleed the same blood as us. But as far as cutting hair, it's like, I don't want to mess your hair.
Yeah, because they're in the public eye.
Yeah.
Me, I like it. Like, I'm like, man, this is about to look so dope on TV, or you know what I'm saying?
But I think that comes with, like, now I'm confident in my haircutting skills. Like, so if you're not confident, then I understand why you would be nervous. But if you put in the work, then you have no reason to be worried about anything. And that's with anything in life.
Yeah.
You got to deliver a speech. If you went over it 1,000 times, whatever it is. Anything in life, if you put in the work, you don't need to be worried about anything.
Yeah.
It's just like when I played football in college. We did so many drills of the same thing, 10-yard sprints over and over again, that it's like second nature. You get off fast. You get off the same way every time. So you don't have to think. So it's like anything in life that you want to be good at, just do it enough times where you don't have to think about doing it anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah. So... yeah, that's how I came up cutting hair, I guess.
Yeah. Now he's coming down. He don't cut no more.
Yeah, dude, what are you talking about?
He don't cut no more.
I cut as much as you do.
Nah, man. All my clients were like, dang, where's D at, bro?
Literally one person.
Nah, it was like few.
That's not my fault.
They literally said, D don't cut hair no more? I was like, yeah, he does. Just not that much anymore.
I cut hair from 10 to 7 today.
Yeah, you did.
We woke up, we played basketball this morning, 6 to 8.
Yeah.
And then it's like midnight right now filming this podcast. Ain't nobody out working.
Nah, it's 3 p.m., bro.
What time is it? Yeah, it's 12:09, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, we're putting in work today.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, man. Ain't nobody out working us, dog.
Yeah, probably not.
And I came home, man, put in work when I got home.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean, Amy?
Editing videos.
Oh, okay.
All right, what's the next question we got? While we're on the topic of being a barber, what's a crazy barber story? What's the craziest thing? This is going to be a good one.
I don't know.
Oh, I do.
I don't think. Come on, man. Right? You can't foreshadow anything. Come on, man. Wait, let me think. Do I have anything else before this one? I mean, that is, I think, the craziest.
That's for
but
sure.
Do I have something else? I don't know. Nothing crazy has happened other than that. Dang, how am I going to tell this story?
You want me to go first? I got one while you think.
No, yeah, you go first. Like, let's warm them up with yours.
My craziest barber story is, this was like during the height of the political, like, what was it, 2020 election?
Yeah, what I want to call it? I want to call it the division.
Yeah, where they tried to divide us.
Yeah, everybody was divided.
Yeah, they had us all posting black squares and it was
red
just
and blue.
Red and blue. There was Crips and Bloods, but it was two wings of the same bird. I'm so mad at myself, even though I was right about everything. I'm mad that I let it divide people, because that is ultimately what they wanted to do to us.
Yeah.
They don't care one way or the other. They just want us divided. Like the Bible says, a house divided cannot stand. So, like, I literally will never care about that stuff ever again because of how much it divided everybody. It doesn't make any sense to put your effort into stuff that's dividing people. Like, that's wrong.
I'm still going to vote, though, next year.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if I can.
I am.
I probably will.
Y'all know me. Still same OG, but I've been low-key.
Laugh like that again, dude.
I can't. That was real. The second one was fake. Anyways, what? Just go to the barber store, bro. Yeah, it was the division.
Yeah, so I was cutting hair, and it was one of your clients.
Yeah, one of my clients.
Who?
He's probably listening right now.
I love him. If you're listening, I love you, bro. Just like I loved you back then, man. I'm sorry I let you. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings.
But anyways, go ahead, tell the story, bro.
Anyway, so just picture like a nice gentleman, regular job, works at just works a regular
Works a good job.
Works a good job, makes a lot of money, everything good. Has a beautiful wife, beautiful daughter.
Been friends for like forever.
Yeah, been cutting his hair forever, horrible taste in basketball, but yeah, just he obviously he doesn't think Michael Jordan or LeBron's the best player ever. So
yeah, he thought Steph Curry was the best basketball player ever.
That alone right there should tell you that his opinion on stuff is not probably the best. But anyways, I digress. He got upset.
I don't know. Let's just keep going.
I was so I guess like on edge or wanting to be right all the time. I would wear my other red hat, and that used to piss people off. And I thought it was funny because I'm probably the least racist person, not everybody I know.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was hilarious to me that people hated me because of a hat that I wore. But now I understand why. I would never hate somebody because of anything they wore, though.
Yeah.
But that's just me. Like I love everybody regardless. But anyways, he got so upset of the hat that I was wearing that I was doing in the middle of a haircut. He got in my face and called me the B word while I was doing a haircut. And this is like a dude that doesn't even really like black people, but he's black. It just didn't make much sense, bro. Like it didn't make much sense to me. So, but I still love him. If you listen to this, I love you, bro. And so yeah, I was actually cutting a cop's hair, and I'm like, dang, like if I knock him out, is my cop friend gonna arrest me?
Yeah. So I mean, going into detail, he got real emotional with D over our stance.
Yeah.
And we weren't even that serious. Like we still loved him for what he believed in.
Vote for whoever you vote for.
But he was like super against us, like we were about to murder somebody, and you know what I'm saying? Like it was that serious, and we were like, "What, bro? Like relax." But he was like he was going crazy.
Yeah. So
he's going I thought you were about to knock him out for real.
Yeah. So I'd like
he was screaming at D, yelling at him, and D was so calm.
I was just cutting hair. I started getting quiet because that's what happens when I get like ready to knock somebody out. I just get quiet, Yeah. I always know like the loudest person in the room is the weakest.
I don't know too many people that would want to fight you, and I don't know, he would have regretted that for sure.
Yeah, thank God it didn't get.
But you didn't do nothing.
It didn't get to that point. I think it's because that's why I was like fresh out of the club, like close to Jesus as possible,
Yeah, I saw it in your face though. You were about to do it. You were about to do it. I was like,
thank God. Man. Thank God I didn't, because I might not be sitting here right now.
Yeah.
But I think that's an important thing. We have to be careful with what we say in our words because, like for him, I told him, he was saying all that, cussing me out, wanting to fight me. And I told him, like, the only reason
that you're saying
this is because I'm letting you. And that really set him over the edge.
Yeah.
Because he knew it was true. Yeah. Like, I'm letting you say this stuff to me. I'm letting you do what you want.
Yeah, because I'm not doing anything to you. I'm just here taking it.
Yeah.
False.
Yeah. So that was a crazy one. And then when he left and my cop friend that I cut, he's like, man, I thought you were going to knock him out. I'm like, dang, I should have just knocked him out. I would have been all right.
And then he broke up with me. He broke up with me.
Dang, I hope he comes back, man, and we can just give him a hug. And I think that's like a season of this season in my life. It's like, bro, I'm sorry for anybody I hurt your feelings. And
but you didn't do nothing to him, man. Yeah, he did that to himself,
Yeah, but I
get where you're coming from, but at the same time, he was in the wrong,
Yeah, but I could have. I was younger too, so the older you get, the wiser you get, and you see things through a different perspective. But now I look at it like, I was talking to one of my friends. He's a rapper, one of the best rappers in Las Vegas, in my opinion. Probably in the country.
Who?
Relit.
Oh.
Mr. Relito.
Yeah.
But I was cutting his hair, and I had like a Trump poster in the garage, and then I had like a Blue Lives Matter flag. It wasn't mine. My dad's father-in-law had left it in this car, in the trunk of the car, and he passed away. But anyways, so he's like, "What's up?" I didn't have it like hanging up or anything. I just had it like taking it out of the
laying
trunk.
there.
He's like very calmly. It's imagine like a rapper with dreads, like fresh, like fly dude, like imagine that guy saying like calmly, "What's up with that? What's up with that flag? Like what's up with that Blue Lives Matter flag?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I just took it out of the trunk." I'm cutting his hair, and this was when I was cutting his hair in the garage.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Man, it's crazy. You know, before there was never Blue Lives Matter. Before Black Lives Matter, it was like." That stuff caused so much division, you know, and he wasn't like for either side, you know. He's just like, why are we letting these things divide us? Like a house divided cannot stand. And like from that moment forward, I was like, bro, like I will never invest in anything that will divide people, you know. Like I will invest into Jesus, who is like literally
our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. I'll invest my life into Jesus because that is how I think the best way to show people what love really is, where God gave us Jesus as a sacrifice. Like he showed us how much he loves us by giving us his only son to die for our sins, like past, present, future. Yeah. So like I'll invest into that. I'll invest into my wife, my kids, my family, you, like people around me. I'll invest in that, but I will never spend time trying to divide people or to even change people's minds. Like I think the best way to change someone's mind and the most effective way is not to be right, you know, because like we talked about the other episode, you can't never really prove something 100% one way or the other. Like
everybody's gonna always have their opinion. Yeah, but you know that's how it's always been, you know. That's what
we should have our own opinion.
Exactly. Because if everybody was the same, how boring would that be? You know, life would be so boring. Facts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But yeah, we can talk. We should be able to dialogue and talk to people.
Agree to disagree. You know, exactly. Like I feel like that's gone. You know, but once again, it's because of like this evil plan to divide us, and a lot of people are still stuck in that division. You know what I'm saying? Like still to this day, you know, like people can't just, like I said, agree to disagree and be still friends, you know. Yeah. And
I think it's because people, like we said the other episode, people don't do their homework. People just they go along with. It's easier to go along with the crowd. It's easier to go along with what everybody's saying. Yeah. And then you are the closest people to you. So if the closest people to you think one way, you're not going to want to change your mind and go against them.
Yeah, because you don't want to be left out the group. You know?
Exactly.
You want to stay in there.
Yeah, I think that's something that's on this podcast that when we get to showcase different people that we know. It's such a vast group of people. I think that'll be a blessing to people to hear different perspectives, because I think a lot of people think they're alone and they're by themselves and they're going through stuff on their own, but we all go through similar stuff, you know, and I think it'll be important to show people that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So now my story.
Yeah.
The craziest story.
Sorry, I talked so long time.
That's all good. Craziest barbershop story of my career.
Yeah.
Dang. I don't know, man. This was crazy. Y'all ready? I'm about to go viral for this one. For real. I haven't really told anybody either. A lot of people. Only like a handful of people know this one, but I guess the internet's about to find out now. All right. So it was a beautiful sunny day. I was cutting hair in the shop. It was at downtown, right? We were downtown. So I'm cutting my client's hair. And, you know, I'm giving him a fresh ball fade. He's getting a ball fade. And then out of nowhere, he starts sweating, right? Like, I've had this happen with other clients. Like, they just start sweating. Most of them are because of, like, smoke or something. Or, like, I don't know what happens when you smoke. I don't know. Whatever. Huh?
Smoking what?
Smoke weed.
Oh.
But I don't know what happens with a chemical reaction, and then you're getting a fresh cut, and then you just start sweating profusely like somebody poured a bucket
It's
of
probably just from being in your presence. You
whatever.
make them nervous.
I make them wet.
How handsome you. Whoa.
I make them.
Whoa.
Balls.
We need to put a disclaimer, bro. If you're like a kid, you're not allowed to watch this show.
Anyways, so
if you're under 21, don't watch this show.
Anyways,
or don't listen.
So I didn't say nothing wrong.
I know.
You got wet.
All right, bro.
He got wet. Anyway, cutting his hair, he started sweating, and I'm like, all right. You know, I kind of sometimes I don't say nothing because it usually goes away sometimes. You know?
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's got a hot flash or something. You know, like these women be doing. Like women get hot flashes all the time. Anyways, he started sweating, and I'm like, still cutting him, whatever. And then he's like, hey, bro, can I go to the bathroom? I need to get up. And I'm like, all right, yeah. Start taking the cape off and then the neck strip. He gets up. All right, here comes the crazy part. So he gets up and he's walking towards the door to get out because we're like in a suite, right? Still, he's going towards the door, and I'm behind the chair still. So he's already like maybe 5, 6 feet in front of me, right? And then he starts to faint, right? Like, so he's fainting and he falls. He's falling towards our bench, our seating area.
Right.
And then I'm pretty quick, right? So I'm like, oh, like he's kind of like doing wobbling like this, right? And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like moving. So I go, and then he starts falling. And I don't want to hit him. I don't want him to hit his head or anything, right? Like he's legit fainting. Cause he said he want to go to the bathroom. I'm sweating. He gets up. All right, cool. I go to catch him. And I catch him from behind, balls. And like I put my arms are like under his
You're spotting him like he was doing squats.
like armpits, right? So I catch him, and then he's a big guy. He's probably like I'm 5'7". He's probably like 6'2". Like honestly, he's a big dude. I go to catch him, and he like on me, right? Like this is his back is right here, and I go to like kind of put him on the bench, and.
What happened, bro?
I'm getting to it. Relax.
Why are you taking so long?
This is like specific details. So I'm putting him on the bench, and then I let go, and he's like on the bench, and he's like, oh, man, like he kind of wakes up, like he for real fainted, and then he woke up as soon as I put him on the bench, and then I looked down on my pants, and there's poop all over, bro. He pooped his pants.
He pooped your pants.
He pooped my pants, and he pooped his pants. And it was like wet, like it was like diarrhea, man. And like, I mean, you know, it's not embarrassing because nobody will ever know who he is.
Exactly.
I haven't even told you, and nobody knows who he is except me. And so he pooped his pants, and I'm like, come on, bro, you know, like in my head. But you know, like I don't know what was happening with him, so I wasn't gonna like embarrass him or say anything. Like, damn, bro, you just pooped my pants.
My pants.
You pooped my pants. So you pooped yours and you pooped mine. Oh, and mind you, he had a big bald line because I wasn't done with the fade. It was like 10 minutes in, so I still had to finish his cut. So he gets up, goes to the bathroom, and I'm like in there like, bro, this is disgusting. And I was wearing like these Nike, like those Nike sweat shorts. So it was like on me.
Wash them off.
And they were like, I think there were some gray ones. So you could see it, right? It was a big wet poop stain on my crotch area because I caught him from behind, right? And I held him up. And then I get on the phone while he's in the bathroom, and I'm like, Mom. I called my mom. I was like, Mom, can you bring me some shorts?
It must be nice to have your mom. Go.
Bro, stop baiting me into this, bro. Stop. Sorry your mom is not here, man. Anyways, so I call my mom, and she's like, and then I'm like, Mom, can you give me some shorts, please? And I think
you say it in Spanish?
Probably, bro.
Can you give me some shorts?
Can you give me some shorts, please? Anyways, so I go call my mom. She gets me the shorts, and she comes probably like 30 minutes later because
she had poop on you for 30 minutes?
Bro, what was I supposed to do? Like just get naked?
Just lock the door, get naked.
No. Okay, so the story's not over. Call my mom. Give me some shorts, please. Cool. She's coming. Some shorts. So she's coming, right? And it's going to take her like 30 minutes because the shop is downtown. That's like 30 minutes away from the house, whatever. He comes back. I don't know what he did, in the bathroom.
Probably threw his underwear away or something.
Whatever. But his shorts were soiled.
We've all pooped ourselves.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, when I was a baby.
No,
anyways,
I'm talking about as a grown up.
He was all soiled. And then, while he was in the bathroom, I'm like, on the fly, we had towels, right? So I'm like, I got to put like 5 towels on my chair because I'm not going to have I'm going to finish his cut and I'm not going to have his poopy butt on my chair. And, like it's already on my pants, on my shorts.
On your shorts.
So, he was still there and I got towels and I'm like, hey, bro, this is what it's going to have to be. It was like an unsaid thing. Like he came in and I was like, you all right? I never said nothing, because it's embarrassing. And it was awkward. It was super awkward. The most awkward thing in the planet, bro. He came in. He saw the towels because it's like, you know what you did, bro. You went to the bathroom. I'm pretty sure you cleaned yourself off a little bit at least, I hope.
I'm surprised he came back.
No, listen. Came back to finish his cut?
I was just left.
Bro, he legit had, like, I was not done.
I would have shaved my head bald after that.
Anyways, so he comes back. It was like, just, you all right? Yeah, I'm good, man. Yeah, I'm cool.
So he said sorry?
No, he didn't say
what?
He was embarrassed. You could tell, bro. He's embarrassed, bro. All right. Like, he legit was embarrassed. He sits down on my chair, and the towels are there, He knew what's up. And I was like, all right, bro. It was the most awkward haircut of my life.
What, do you eat too much Taco Bell? What, did you ask him?
No, I didn't ask him anything, bro. Like I said, once it was done, it was over. I did not say anything anymore about the situation. He did it. He pooped my pants. And that's what it was. I finished his cut. He gave me the money. He left. And I was waiting for my mom. And then my mom came probably like 5 minutes after he left. I'm like, oh, thank you. I threw those shorts in the trash. I went to the bathroom, changed my shorts. And then I told my mom. And my mom was like, what? I don't know. She was like, it was like a dry reaction. She's like, oh, okay. I was like, what? This dude just pooped my pants. Anyways, that was.
You should make a shirt that said, he pooped my pants.
He pooped my pants. New merch coming soon. He pooped my pants with the barber chair.
Podcast.
And then, what else? Yeah, that was, and he never came back after that. Which
did he tip you or pay you a little extra?
I don't remember, man.
I think you a little extra to get the poop stain.
You should have paid me for my shorts.
It's for your
like
shorts.
$40.
Shorts.
I'm saying shorts. I can speak English properly. But anyways, he never came back. Like I didn't see him ever again.
Did you check on him?
Nah. I didn't want to play. Hey, what's up, bro?
So you never pooped your pants before?
Not in my adult years, no. Like legit, the last time I pooped my pants was probably like when I was like 7. I remember. I was like in Mexico still. I remember vividly.
When did you move here? How old were you?
I think I was like 5, 6 or something like that. I don't know, something like that. 1995, 96.
Yeah, you were
so I was like 5
7.
or 6, something like that. Yeah. But yeah, that was my story, man.
That's a good one.
You guys are welcome. Hopefully you're laughing.
Yeah.
You're laughing your butt off.
Yeah.
And you're not pooping yourself.
Don't poop yourself.
Bro, how can you poop on somebody? That's crazy. I mean, I get it, bro. Something was happening with his body, but dang, bro, I probably would have to off myself after that one. I'm out of here, guys.
Bodily fluids while you're at work is like bad, bro. I remember I worked at I don't know why it made me think of this.
Oh, you have a good you must have a lot of bodily fluid stories for us.
I got a blood story.
Oh man,
are you gonna tell it? Somewhere in all red.
Yeah, let's get it blood. Are you gonna tell it this time?
Yeah. So I worked at the 44. Hey man, you gotta listen to the Holy Spirit sometimes. Tell you.
Go ahead, man. Tell the story.
So I worked at the 40/40 club.
ESPN on the screen.
Yeah, I can't remember the rest of the song. Is that Drake?
We had the 40/40 club, ESPN on the screen.
Is that Drake?
I don't remember. Sorry, I cut you off.
Is it Drake? I don't remember. Or I don't know. Who cares? I don't listen to that music really anymore. So what are you doing?
Just stretching my knee that I almost lost this morning.
So anyways, we're at the 40/40 club. I worked there and I was like 22 years old. And we used to get in like 10 fights every night. I worked at the front door. and then they would call fight, and everybody had to run inside for these stupid fights all night long. We're getting fights, but it made me a great fighter, so I'm not really mad about it. Like street fights, you have to learn how to get them over with quick, like end them fast. But anyways, so I run in, and my boy Scotty is getting jumped by these two dudes. And I grab one by the head, and I just knee him in the head, like everything I got. And his head, like, explodes, just blood all over me. And me and Scotty, we end up carrying these two guys out of the club, like, to Las Vegas Boulevard to kick him out of the club. And the dude's, like, pants falls down, like, he's just messed up from getting kneed in the head. But blood everywhere, blood all over me. And you can't tell I'm wearing an all-black suit.
Yeah, you can't see blood on black.
You can't see blood. But, after I had back surgery when I played football in college, so I always would have like pain pills in my pocket to eat, like while I'm at work.
To eat, huh?
Yeah.
You just ate pain pills.
Yeah, all day, just work and eat pain pills.
This guy lived off pain pills.
For real, bro.
How many calories was that?
I don't know, probably none.
Per pill. 0 calories per pill.
But I would always keep them in my pocket, just sitting in my pocket. But I took them out of my pocket. I'm glad I looked, because they were soaked in blood.
Dang.
And I almost ate some dude's blood-soaked pain pills, bro.
Probably would have been better.
But that just made me think of like bodily fluid stuff.
Oh yeah, so but I would rather have blood on me than poop.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
that's like a good would you rather.
Yeah, would you? Yeah, but that's an easy one. Would you rather have poop or blood on you?
Blood for sure.
I don't mind my kids poop on me, like like when I'm wiping them.
Yeah.
And it gets on my finger. It's not that it's disgusting, but it's not like, oh my God, I need it. It's like I'll get it right now when I'm finished,
Yeah.
It's because it's like I created this little human, so it's like,
bro,
it's not
that crazy.
I like wipe their boogers all the time. Like they spit on my face and it's okay.
Yeah. They cough on you.
My daughter licks me all the time.
Yeah.
Like right now she's like, Daddy, I want a kiss, and she goes to kiss me and I know she's gonna do it. She just licks me instead and she laughs. But I let her.
You have to. You're a good dad.
Thanks.
Dad of the year.
You too. You're a great dad.
Thanks, man.
Anyways, what were you gonna say?
I don't remember.
Dementia boy.
Hey, you do
big
it too.
dementia.
You did it too.
Yeah, I always think I'm gonna have Parkinson's.
I think when I go with the straight razor and I'm like,
oh, I don't shake when
I'm like this, but as soon as the razor touches the skin, it's like psh, good.
No, for real. I have like a fear of having dementia and like, what's his name? Marty McFly. The actor.
Michael J. Fox.
Like, man, I feel bad for him, but I mean,
bro, the guy I was cutting today. The new guy I cut today, where he's like in his 50s or whatever, but talking about how him and his wife go ride motorcycles. They go do these things. It's like you don't want to be 60, 70, 80 years old, stuck, can't go, can't do anything. Like, take your kids to do stuff right now. Like, take days off.
But at the same time, you got to take care of your health now, so you could still continue to do that stuff in your 60s, 70s, 80s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, we get too locked in on certain things that aren't as important. Obviously we have to provide and stuff. Like, we provide for our family, we provide for our kids, and that's important.
You want to blow in your eye?
So I don't know. It's in my eye. I do not want you to blow in my eye. It's weird.
Anyways, what?
But yeah, we still need to focus on like actually doing stuff, Yeah. We don't want to be old and can't do nothing.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Yeah, so stop being fat.
All right, challenge me.
So that's it. Stop being fat. Fat equals lazy.
Well, maybe on every week, on every episode, I'll weigh in. I'll tell everybody what my weight is, and then.
All right, start next week or whenever again, or just post it on Instagram. My bad.
Yeah.
Playing footsies out here.
I know. You have socks on?
No.
It felt like no sock. It felt weird.
I already have my foot all the way back, so you keep. Because I know
I'm trying to touch.
All right. Anyways.
What other questions you got?
Oh,
this is a good one.
What's a good one? Okay. What
was the first time you got hurt, or like first thing that cut you really deep in life?
I mean, nothing crazy has ever happened. Like, other than unknowingly my dad not being there for me. I mean, I didn't realize that till I was like old, and I have kids, you know, like I just know I needed a dad. Like I came out okay, but man, how much better would it have been to have a dad, right? But anyways,
yeah, because you see how good of a dad you are.
Yeah, it's like, bro, I needed that. Like I know I needed that. Like look at my kids, look how happy they are. Like I know I am influencing them to become who they need to become. And that's not for everybody. I mean, you know, like I said, like not everybody's going to be affected the same, right?
Yeah.
But I just feel like I wanted that, you know? But whatever. The first time I got cut deep, real deep.
Damn, that's good because it's kind of like a double entendre with barber, cut deep.
Nice. Anyways.
Yeah.
That wasn't that good. Womp. Anyways, was when I was in barber school.
Right. And you got cut deep in barber school.
Man, I got cut real deep. She know who she is. Yeah, it's a woman. My first true love, my high school girlfriend, then we graduated and then, you know, moved on to being adults. Just get straight to it. She left me, bro. She broke my heart, man.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. But
do you want me to beat her up?
Nah, it's cool.
Good, because I don't beat women.
Yeah, we don't beat women. But so I think to her, I was just getting too much money, you know, being too successful for her, you know. She wanted to deal with other things in her life. So I was too busy for her, you know. All these women always want attention. You're not giving me attention.
They need attention.
I'm just speaking my 20-year-old self.
You're 20, yeah.
I'm like, bro, I'm trying to get money for us, bro. You know, I thought she was the one, you know, and she left me, bro. And that was the first real deep cut in my life. Like I hadn't had nothing, you know. Like I didn't have a girlfriend before her. Like I was just cutting hair all the time. Then I got with her. I was still cutting hair. I mean, nothing happened in my childhood that was crazy, you know. That I didn't have too much traumas, but yeah, that was the first one that I remember. That I was like, man, what? She just left me because I was trying to build a life with you, like trying to be a man that provides, you know. And that was in my 20s. I mean, I was like 20 or 19, something like that, when we broke up. When she broke up with me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was it. That was my first real deep cut.
Can you see like how that affected you in life, or do you think that it didn't really affect you?
Oh yeah, it affected me.
How?
I think, like, by maybe not wanting to be with women right away. You know what I'm saying? Or like being in another relationship right away, you know? Because I was like, man, she did that to me. Like, somebody else is going to do it to me, you know? And I just focused on cutting hair. And she left me like 2 months before I graduated from barber school. I was like, I'm on my way out. Oh, let me tell you. And she left me. The cherry on top for her was I had school. I was paying for it. I have to be at school. She wanted me to go to California to go just hang out. And I was like, I'm not going. Like, I have to finish school. I'm almost done. If I don't do these hours, you know, if you don't do these hours, you gotta, like I said, I barely made the cutoff. And if I didn't do my hours, I would have not took that test at that time, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess it was a blessing that she left me. You know what I'm saying?
Her.
Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, who knows?
Should see if we can have her on the podcast.
Nah, she probably wouldn't want to come on.
You never know.
What is she gonna say? She's gonna sit here and say, "Yeah, I left him. Yeah, I left him, and I regret it." Anyways, yeah, she left me when that was the cherry on top. I didn't go to California with her. She was like, "Oh," then she came to the house. I was like, it was so funny, bro. Like, I knew she was upset that I wasn't going to California. And she called me. She's like, hey, I'm going to come to your house. We need to talk. And I literally said it on the phone. I remember, I said, what are you about to do? You about to break up with me? And I laughed, and she had no laughter. And I was like, oh, here we go. Something's about to happen. She pulled up. I went outside, and she broke up with me, bro. Damn. And I was like, what? I was like heartbroken because I loved her, bro.
I'll never break up with you.
Thanks.
Welcome.
But you're not my significant other.
I'll never leave you.
All right, man. Cool. Anyways, what's your story?
I'll never leave you, bro.
All right, man. What's your story?
I promise.
All right, cool.
All right.
Come on, man.
What's the question?
With this.
What cut me deep?
What was the question? Look at your phone.
Cut me deep. What cut me deep?
Your first.
I actually thought a lot about this question. Mine was my mom left me and my sister, and my sister was like not my dad's daughter. So
she was your half sister?
Yeah, we had same mom, different dads.
Yeah, half sister.
So my mom left me and my sister with my dad, right?
She left?
Yeah, my mom just left, right?
Okay.
She got a job, and she was around like a different type of person than my dad. My dad worked really hard. He worked in a lumber yard. He worked a couple jobs to provide. And she was at a company where it was like a tech company, like people with BMW. So like being exposed to that stuff, it made her like she wanted to still party and stuff like that.
Yeah.
My dad, he had got handed a Bible. Like he was becoming like a man of God, like reading his word, stuff like that. And my mom still was young, they were still young. She still wanted to party and stuff like that. And my dad just wanted to like take care of his kids and go to work, and so that caused like a separation between them. Anyway, so she left, and that was probably, I can remember just like crying every night, like, where's mom? And my dad was just there. My dad,
you had no contact with her?
Yeah, I didn't know where she was at. And I remember I was little kid. I would call 911 and be like, I don't know where my mom's at. And they're like, what do you mean?
That's sad.
Yeah, but so that was the first one. And what's crazy is she came back and she became like not a mom. She became like my best friend, And so that was the first cut. She left. And then the second one was she had got cancer right before I graduated from high school. So she ended up passing away like a couple months after I graduated from high school. So it's like I had her, she left, came back, and then she left again. So that was like the same cut. But then at the same time that happened, my girlfriend that I had from high school, she was cheating on me while my mom was dying at the hospital. So I was like sleeping on the floor in the hospital with my mom like the 3 days she was in the hospital before she died. And then my girlfriend would like leave to go talk to this dude that she was cheating on me with. And so that, like, I think honestly looking back at it was kind of like a blessing, because if I would have had to like mentally deal with my mom dying after leaving and coming back at 18, I'm boring you?
No, man.
Oh, it's fine. Go meet me.
Oh my god. Come on, man. Finish the story.
Are you gonna cry? But yeah,
I was expecting you not to say anything. Like, keep talking, bro, because the camera would have been on you. Nobody's seeing what's happening over
I don't
here.
want to cry. That's why I'm.
Anyways, go ahead.
But yeah, so that was pretty deep, and I think that jacked me up for a long time, and well, it jacked me up. It messed me up for a long time.
Nothing. I didn't say nothing. Go ahead.
It messed me up for a long time, because it made me insecure. I think that's a thing that a problem that most men deal with is we're insecure.
Yeah.
Whether it's your dad left or your mom or a girl left you, it creates insecurities. And then not until I met my wife right now that I've been with for 15 years almost, did it really take her to see something different in me. Kind of like what Pastor Jabin was talking about with Moses, like his parents saw that he was different than everybody else. She saw something in me, and she didn't give up on me, even when I did 100 times worse to her than anybody had ever done to me. She still never gave up on me. So that broke those insecurities, and that broke that stuff off of me slowly. And I know that's, I guess the question was what cut me deep. It was mom left, got cheated on, and then it created a
traumas.
Yeah, well, this is how the person that I became is, if you hurt me, right, I'm going to hurt you back 100 times worse than you hurt me. So I could justify, because those other ones, I couldn't control those people hurting me.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, well, now at least I can control hurting you back. And it created like a psycho person, which is not right to be like that.
Yeah.
But like, thank God I'm not that person anymore. And I attribute it to like my wife being obedient to God, like him telling her not to leave me, and she didn't leave me. So yeah, shout out to my wife. You're the GOAT.
Yeah, she didn't give up on you.
Yeah. Same thing, like I feel like you have to have those people in your life that won't give up on you, you know? And then no matter what, you know, like I'll fight with my wife or whatever. I might fight with you, but like, you know,
You've never fought.
I'm saying like we might have a disagreement, not a real fight, but like a
Yeah,
disagreement.
because I've handled you, bro.
Yeah, you bet
Everybody
you will
knows.
handle me.
Pause.
Would you think you've been deadlifting 405?
Hey, I weigh 160, 170, deadlifting 405.
You got the talking part down.
Where are we going with this?
I don't know, where are we going?
Nothing, man.
You want to arm wrestle?
Nah, I'm cool. You got me.
That's what I thought.
It was just a joke.
That's what I thought.
Anyways, go ahead.
Forgot what I was saying.
My bad. Let's rewind the tape. Wait, let me get up.
Yeah, you have to have people. You have to have people in your life that will never leave you.
Mm-hmm. That's facts.
I'll never leave you, bro.
All right, man. Thanks.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
But all that to say, just like the Bible says, God makes all things work together for those that love Him and are the called according to His purpose. So, all those things still worked out for my good. Everything I ever lost, God has gave me back way more than I deserve.
It's all a plan.
I don't think God wanted me to get cheated on or my freaking mom to die. Or
but everything is happening for a reason, you know. And you know, it's your path. That's what I think. That's what I believe in. Like
I think we have to stop thinking at it like things are happening to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're happening for us. Yeah. Like the Bible says, was it James 1:2? I count it pure joy when I fall into various trials, knowing that those things produce perseverance, and perseverance produces patience. So when we go through trials and struggles, we should count it as joy, because it's going to produce something.
Yeah, and it's building us up.
Yeah. It doesn't take away from it how bad it sucks while we're going through it.
Yeah, facts.
But
you also got to keep going and get through it.
You don't have a choice.
You can't stop.
Every day we wake up, we have to be thankful, bro. We're opening gifts. We open our eyes, that's a gift. Yeah. We can talk, that's a gift. We can hear, that's a gift. Everything we have every day is a gift, bro. And if there's scientific studies on being grateful and having gratitude and what it does to your freaking brain and your body.
And being alive.
Yeah.
Just being alive.
Yeah.
It's like, I forget where I heard it, but what was it? Like, everybody has like a 10 billion and one chance to be here.
Bro,
like something like that. That's not the exact number, but it's crazy, like being on this planet. Just being alive is crazy, you know. And
we shouldn't be walking around like robots. Like every person, out of all the 8 billion people that's alive, everybody has a purpose and a reason that they're here.
Yeah.
Not everybody's the same, and that's why we shouldn't try to be like anybody else either. Mm-hmm. We should try to find out what our purpose is and then go as hard as we can into that. Apply it. Yeah. Which I think is something that people can see and listen and watch this podcast and see two men that are walking in their purpose every day.
You're not a lady boy?
Never.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep interrupting with jokes.
Yeah. You got any questions?
No. Isn't there one more?
I wish I had them memorized. Like Dennis.
Yeah. You're not that good.
Next time. Who do you want, if you can imagine anybody to watch this or listen to this, who would it be? Who's your person that you are creating this for?
I don't know. That's a hard question. I think anyone.
Yeah. I want people that are broken, that feel like there's no way out, that they keep repeating the same thing over and over again, but they keep
to know that there is a way out.
That we all go through the same stuff, that you're not alone, you know what I mean? And that between you and I, and specifically between you and I, out of everybody I know, we've been through pretty much any circumstance, and we'll get into that in this podcast, right? Like, my mom left. I've been molested. My mom passed away. I played college football, had back surgery, thought I was gonna make it to the NFL. That's over. Work in a strip club, unfaithful to my wife. Come back to Jesus. My sister passed away. You know, I'm like, where I'm at in life is like amazing. It's like all those things I've been through, bro. Like, I'm thankful. I'm still thankful for where I'm at right now. And it's like that and all the stuff you've been through. And then we bring other people on who've been through stuff. It's like, bro, it will show people that you can get through anything, especially if you have Jesus, bro. Especially if you have Jesus, because everybody has a hole inside of them that only Jesus can fill. And you put Jesus and all of our, like the Bible says, we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the words of our testimony. So we tell people our testimony and all the stuff that we've been through, and it's going to help people, bro. I don't want to see people depressed. I don't want to see people hurting and in pain and feeling like they're not going to make it through this. Like, bro, if you get to wake up every day, it's another opportunity to go to where you're supposed to go and be grateful for it. Yeah, that's who I'm passionate about.
That was pretty good.
I feel like maybe a year or so ago, I got, like, when people would go through stuff, I would get like this pain in my stomach, like I could feel their pain, bro. And I was like, God, I don't want this, you know. But now I'm like, I thank God that that's like a gift from God to be able to feel and understand people, because we should be trying to understand people, and we should have compassion and empathy for people, because what else is there, bro? You know, there's people every day, nobody even tells them that they love them. Nobody cares about them, bro. Why can't we be the ones that do that?
Yeah.
That's contagious, bro. That's infectious. That can spread, you know?
Yeah.
You know why I tell people all the time I love them, you know? Every day at the shop, tell everybody I love them. I think that's an important thing, bro, that we need to not only tell people, but show people how much we love them, how much God loves them every day. Every day. Amy had wanted me to ask you, what is it like being a new Christian, like at this age that you're at right now? Like, what are some of the things that you think about or struggle with, or like what is it that every day, like, you are starting to understand?
I think just like finding out more about, you know, reading the word of God in the Bible, you know?
Yeah.
That's basically it. Like, just every day learning, because I mean the Bible is
insane,
extensive, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, and like Myron Golden said, you know, it's not a religion. It's like a textbook of life, you know? Because everything is in there, you know, that will help you get through tough times.
Literally anything.
Yeah, better than anything, bro. The Bible's always referenced in life, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, as a new believer, like, just like reading the word and then seeing how much it applies even before I was a believer, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's so dope. That's what, you know.
It's crazy how it proves it to me. Like, you were walking in that without believing. So that means...
Well, yeah, because, I mean, you already know. Like, I didn't need that. And, you know what I'm saying? I've told you, like, I was just cutting hair every day, taking care of my family. Like, there was nothing wrong with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't going through no hard things, you know, back then. And now, you know, I've come to, like, to find that I do need, you know, I do need that. I do need to go to church. I do need to learn about God and what he's done for us. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's my answer, you know. Like, it's been dope to read the Bible and have so much knowledge in it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That applies every day to
everything.
Everyone, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's it.
I think
Sorry if that was a bad answer.
No, it was a great answer. I think as a I'm not an old believer, but I'm 39. I gave my life to
You're
Jesus.
a new believer too.
I gave my life to Jesus when I was 17, and then I grew up going to church since I can remember. I just fell. I still, like, I've had tattoos of Jesus on me since I was in my 20s, like early 20s. It's not like I didn't. I always believed in Jesus. I just didn't tap into, or I was the Bible
power.
says. The Bible says you're either running towards sin or running towards God. You can't do both at the same time. So I was running away from God and running towards sin, and now I'm sprinting. I'm going towards God. But I think I've been believing in God for a long time. I think that there's a couple important things that a new believer or somebody that's just coming back can do that will help them a lot. And I think number one is the people that you surround yourself with. If they hold you accountable and they are people that you don't want to not necessarily let down, because like the Bible says, therefore now no condemnation. Like, you're not going to be condemned for sinning, but like having a group of people that will love you no matter what you do, right? They're still going to love you and support you, but they're going to keep you accountable for your actions.
Yeah.
Like having that before, it was like the people in my life were like, bro, let's go. Let's go gamble.
Stuff.
Like, let's go do
some drugs.
All kind of crazy stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Like, let's go. Yeah, just crazy stuff that I won't glorify, Like, that's the type of people that was in my life that was pushing me towards that, versus now it's like, nah, bro, like, let's build businesses. Like, let's take care of our family. Like, so having those, that's number one. Number two is, I think that God is moving us into a new season right now. Like, after the last 4 years, I could feel it. As far as like just even doing this, our businesses, everything, like it's about to explode. And I have like an awe of God, like I'm not afraid of God, but I have awe of God where I don't want to be away from him ever again, because I was for so long.
Yeah.
So if you can keep that with you the rest of your life, where you don't, like, you want to be as close to God as you possibly can, no matter what, that is important too. Those two things right now, there's a lot, but those are the main two things that stick out to me. Where it's like, if you can surround yourself with godly men, godly people that hold you accountable and help you grow, and then that are pouring into your life and you're pouring into theirs, and then have a real awe and fear of God, I feel like you win.
Yeah.
You do those things and you win, because you're not going to go back. You're only going to go forward. I think that's the thing. We always want to go back. There's a story in the Bible where it was Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt, right? And they were complaining about being in the wilderness. And they're like, well, at least we had leeks and onions and like different food that wasn't even that good of food in Egypt. And I never thought about it, but Moses grew up in the palace with Pharaoh. Moses, like, imagine you grew up in like Jeff Bezos' house, where it's like the nicest house in America. Yeah. Like, you have everything you want, right? And then you go and you lead like this group of people that's been enslaved out of their slavery, out of their bondage, and they're complaining, but you're not even complaining. Like, bro, I was in the nicest house in the world. It's better to be out here with God than to be there without him.
Cooped up, yeah.
Yeah, cooped up. So it's like, I think about that now. Like, I don't want to go anywhere that God's not, bro. I don't. And I pray that you hold me to that, and my wife and the people that are close to me hold me to that, because I know things are shifting and things are changing and things are taking off for us. And I want to make sure God is always in the center of that, like forever, bro.
Yeah.
Till I take my last breath. Our kids watch this years from now. They come back to this moment. I want them to do the same thing. Like, put God in the middle of everything. He has to be.
Yeah, I mean they're going to, because we take them to church every Sunday too.
Bro, that's a crazy statistic, that if the father, the man of the household, gets saved, it's like 92% of the time the rest of the house will be saved.
Yeah.
That's insane to think about, bro. Like, it falls on us. It's on us, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you see what happened with me. Once I started going, then the whole fam started coming,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So it's dope that, you know, you got such an influence on everybody.
I think we don't realize how big of an influence we have on people, too. Like, that's why I think we have to be careful with what we do, careful with what we say. I know we'll never be perfect, but it won't hurt to try, you know?
That's another thing, too. Explain to people, like, because, you know, it was one of, or it was one of my things that I would say, or we've said it already, like, and you've told me this. It's like, you know, when people call you out for doing stuff, sinning, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's like, why are you sinning? You can't be sinning. But then explain them. You've told me, but I just want you to tell them, like, just because you're a Christian and you are a believer doesn't mean you can't sin or you're not going to sin, right?
Yeah. I feel like that's religion.
I mean, I probably just answered that question, but.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, yeah. Emphasize on
that's
that.
religion
right?
to me, right? Like, there's nothing, like, you can't earn your way to God, and you can't sin your way away from God if you have Jesus. Jesus paid for all of those sins, right?
Yeah.
It was a free gift. You can't earn it, right? Like, he did it before you even sinned or were born, you know? I think that that's a religious outlook, and no other faith-based thing, like anything else, has that. Everything else, you have to earn your way or do things to get to God. And really all you have to do is believe in Jesus, believe he died for you, believe he rose again. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
it.
That's
You
it,
don't
bro.
have to do
It's
anything
very
else.
simple, bro.
Yeah.
You don't have to say all these things, or like, nobody's perfect, bro. Everybody sins. The Bible says we have
Every
all
day.
sinned and fallen short of the glory
Every
of God.
day.
Every day, bro.
Yeah.
Even if you stayed home, I thought about this. If I stayed home in a dark room all day, I'm going to have a thought about something. Like, you're going to sin every day, bro. But God's mercy is new every day.
Yeah.
We have grace, bro. That's what we believe, is that God's grace has saved us, bro. Like, by the grace of God, we've been saved. And that's what it is. Like, the Bible says, take the plank out of your own eye before you worry about the speck in your neighbor's eye. And I think a lot of people, when they first become a Christian, it's like they've sinned so much, and they finally have like the veil off their eye where they could see, like, dang, I messed up a lot before. Like, I was even you, like, that wasn't a bad person. You could see the things that weren't right that you were doing. Like, God comes in and he, like, reorganizes your life to show you how to be even better, you know? Yeah. But I think that, I think people can come to Jesus just as they are, and Jesus will change you, you know? Like, you don't have to be perfect, and you're never going to be perfect.
Yeah, nobody is.
It's not going to happen.
Ever.
Bro. It's not going to happen. Even now that I do what I'm supposed to do a majority of the time. Majority of the time, I still mess up every day. I still say perverse stuff every day. I cuss. I do things I'm not supposed to do.
Yeah.
But now I realize those things, and I'm working towards not being like that. And I think there is hope. But you read the Bible, you learn about Paul, and he has this thorn in his side, and that literally, it's like a tent stake in his side. It's something that it inflicts him always, like something that was with him. And there's like things and sins and stuff that we've done that will always remind us. I think God leaves that stuff with us to remind us that we always are going to have to depend on him. Like, we're always going to have to look towards him.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, people have to, Pastor Omar said this, like, and I've heard other people say it too. The most important thing is what you think of God. Like, who is God to you? Is he this going to throw lightning, but he's going to light me on fire if I go to church? And no, he literally, think about God as
it is done. The
best father that ever existed, that will never leave you, that will never forsake you, that loves you, that would do anything for you. That is who God is. That loves you. He sent his only son to die for you to make sure you could be with him forever. He does not want to be apart from you. He does not want to send you to hell and condemn you forever. He wants you as close to him as possible. He wants a personal relationship with you. So, yeah, I think we talk about that on the podcast too.
Yeah,
God,
that was a good.
Jesus loves you.
Yeah, I'm just the co-host.
Yeah, right, bro.
D is the main.
You're the
host.
star, bro.
Nah,
let them chains out, man.
No, man, just leave them.
You see them traps?
No, I'm cool. Worked out traps at the shop today.
That was so funny, bro.
Hey, man, I had to get in because you know, I had a good little break in the morning. I was like, let me just take these weights because I'm not gonna have time because I had to come here, you know,
set
relax.
up.
Yeah, just
wait 2 hours for me.
Yeah, took forever. Of course, like always. And then I honestly did have time. I should have just done it here, but
I think it was funny and
then everybody
came was lifting weights in our little shop.
It's
bro.
like, oh, weights. They just grabbed them by themselves. Yeah. We didn't even say nothing.
Bro, the camaraderie in our shop is so fire.
Yeah, bro. It's so funny.
Yeah, I love our little shop, man.
Yeah,
it's gonna be dope one day when we have like a bigger warehouse and we have like a little gym in there and like a place to film stuff. It's gonna be fire.
A gym that you won't use?
I'll use it.
We'll see.
Call me a wussy?
Yeah, we'll see.
I think that's it, bro.
That's it?
Yeah, you got anything else you want to add? Episode 3 in the books. Oh, we're gonna we're doing. What is that noise?
I don't know.
Every Monday night, 8:00. Right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Every Monday.
It's a flashback of episode 2. I mean, yeah, sure.
All right, we're dropping every Monday night, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be there, be a square bear from Delaware.
Or maybe Tuesday in the morning if I don't edit this on time.
He's good. He's the best.
Nah, we'll see.
I'm not a wussy.
We will see.
All right, Mondays, and then we're dropping shorts. Make sure you follow us on social media.
We're dropping some shirts. They'll probably already be out by the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Fire. Thank you, everybody that supports us.
Yeah, for real.
You guys are the best.
Yeah. That's it.
Love you, man. Proud of you. Cool pinky ring.
Peace.
Peace.